In the charming town of Whiskerwood, where the flowers bloomed like cupcakes and the birds sang in harmony, there lived a fluffy little kitten named Mochi. Mochi had a fur as soft as cotton candy and eyes that sparkled like the stars on a clear night. Despite his cheerful nature, poor Mochi lived in a troubled home. His stepfather, Mr. Scratch, was a ruffled old tomcat known for his rough demeanor and an unfortunate fondness for milk that had turned sour. One gloomy evening, Mr. Scratch came home after a night of binge drinking at the alley bar. His temper was as fiery as ever, and Mochi couldn't escape his wrath. With a heavy paw, Mr. Scratch swatted the little kitten, sending him tumbling out the door and into the cold and unforgiving night. Heartbroken and alone, Mochi wandered the streets, unsure of where to go. Though the world outside seemed cold, the kitten's spirit was warm. Mochi decided he had to be brave. Drawing courage from his tiny paws, he ventured into Whiskerwood Forest. The night was dark, and the forest whispered secrets with every rustle of leaves. Mochi felt scared, but he knew he had to keep moving. His first night in the forest was a challenge. It rained heavily, turning the earth into a slippery mud pie. Mochi's soft fur was drenched, and he shivered under the shelter of a large oak tree. His tummy rumbled, but there was no milk or fish to be found. Instead, he nibbled on some berries that hung from a bush, which tasted sour but offered some comfort. The next morning, Mochi set off to find his fortune. He crossed over babbling brooks and tiptoed carefully over thorny bushes. That day, he met a wise old owl named Ollie, who noticed the worried look on the kitten's face. "Who might you be, little one?" Ollie asked, flapping his broad wings gently. "I'm Mochi," the kitten mewed softly. "I'm trying to find a place I can call home, where I'll be loved and safe." The owl, sensing the sincerity in Mochi's heart, decided to help. "Fear not, Mochi. Follow your heart and never lose hope. The world is vast and full of wonders for those who dare to seek." With a wink of encouragement, Ollie gifted Mochi with a shimmering feather. "Keep this as a token of good luck." With renewed determination, Mochi continued his journey. He learned to catch fish from a bubbling stream, sharing meals with a friendly beaver named Bucky, who taught him resilience and hard work. Mochi also made friends with Pixie, a cheerful squirrel, who showed him the art of gathering nuts while living joyfully. As time passed, Mochi's fortune began to change. One day, while exploring a hidden path, he stumbled upon a mysterious cave. Inside, he found glimmers of something shiny, gold coins, forgotten by time. Knowing his delicate paws and small strength, Mochi cleverly used his forest-acquired wisdom to create a pulley with the help of woodland friends. Together, they gently extracted the treasure. With his newfound treasure, Mochi moved to the bustling town of Purrisville, where he invested wisely in a small eatery called the Cozy Paw Café. His café became famous for its delightful treats and warm ambience, loved by cats near and far. Years later, Mochi, now a successful and wealthy café owner, decided it was time to return to Whiskerwood. With a heart filled with forgiveness and a longing for closure, he returned to the house where his adventures began. When Mochi arrived at the old doorstep, Mr. Scratch, now older and frilier, saw the prodigal kitten. Tears welled in his eyes. "Mochi, my boy, I'm so sorry for the pain I've caused," he meowed remorsefully. Mochi, with wisdom beyond his years, replied softly, "The past has taught me strength, dear Mr. Scratch, and I forgive you. Let bygones be bygones."